Good morning, Porch Chronicles. How y'all doing out there? So look, I'm going to show some processes of when you start your healing journey. I have to only speak on my behalf. I can't speak on nobody else. So when I started my healing journey, I had to start processing the fact that I didn't know how to operate in feelings. Saying that because, okay, and I have to speak of the dynamic, and I'm not putting anybody down, I'm not doing anything, I'm just speaking on my behalf. So please don't take it up personally, but it's the truth. For me, when I wouldn't deal with my feelings on my issues, I will always vent about it. Venting allows you to get it off of you for that minute. Call your girlfriend, yeah, whoop, 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 blah, 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 so-and-so, did that, baby daddy. It don't matter who you're talking about. You're in your feelings and you don't process that feeling, but you talk about it. You put it in the atmosphere. You already have the issue going on. It's negative. Then you put it in the atmosphere to another person who has their own negative stuff going on. You don't process the feeling. You talk about it. And it's not that you're trying to be a victim, but you don't want to deal with the issue. You just want to be like, so-and-so, and yeah. And I'm not saying they didn't hurt you. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk about it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a feeling about it. I'm not. But you don't deal with it when you vent about it. You just temporarily get it off of you where it's not making you feel so crazy. When I started my healing journey, I used to have to vent all the time. Cry, complain. Oh, I was the victim, honey. The victim of every damn thing. Then when I started doing the inner work, I had to pull away from that because it was negative. And I wasn't doing the work. I was just basically putting the feeling down. But I would pick it right back up. Don't trigger me. Don't get me upset. All the same feelings were still there. So in the midst of my healing journey, I had to go within myself, which means I had to be by myself. And I had to process those feelings I was having that were negative. I wasn't able to call my girlfriends no more and talk about it because I needed to get to the other side of that feeling. When we don't talk about it and we just vent about it and complain and cry and bitch and moan, you never heal from that. You keep it right there and then you put more stuff and more stuff and more stuff. And it builds up to a point where you may have a small issue with one person and everything that's overflowing in your life is going to spew out on that one person. It could be somebody you never even seen. It could be somebody in a parking lot. It could be an altercation. It could be in the grocery store and somebody say something to you wrong, but you got so much stuff. Oh, my baby daddy cheating. My baby daddy here. My kids acting crazy. I got a child going to go to jail. A son, one of my children selling dope. It could be anything. My spouse showing out. They don't act like they love me no more. They're not giving me the time and attention I need. Everything that's within you that you don't process and feel that emotion and that feeling, you're going to lash out on someone when they trigger you. I got triggered so bad when I was really healing with an individual that I really do love. She is a sweet person. I love her like she could be a sister. She has a small child. And something happened with her in an altercation, and I was on the phone. Oh my God, you talking about triggered me? I was so worried about something happening to her and her child that it put me in a dark space for a minute, and it scared me so bad that I had to pull away. Not that they did nothing wrong. It's just I couldn't handle the violence, and I couldn't handle if something would have happened to her at the time because she had such a small child. It doesn't mean when you pull away from people that you don't love them. It means that you're trying to protect your peace, and I was dealing with learning how to process feelings, my own feelings. And then for me to jump and try to handle when someone else is going through that you really, really care about, you can't do it. I can't. I can't speak for what nobody else can do. I'm only speaking about my journey. When I started really processing my feelings, and it was a lot of, and somebody had some serious stuff going on around them that I really cared for, I couldn't do it because it was too much for me, and it triggered me, and I didn't want any trauma. Not that I don't love people, not that I don't want to be in their life, but I can't hold anyone else's pain anymore. I had to start processing my own and dealing with my own. I had so much pain for my whole lifetime. So much pain for my husband passing. So much pain for me and my son having a dysfunctional relationship. So much pain for all these dysfunctional relationships I allowed myself to be in. I had to process my own shit. I couldn't deal with nobody else's stuff for a while. And I may not ever be able to deal with somebody else's stuff because we need to deal with our own stuff to be healthy and to be whole and to be healed. That's all I'm trying to do. I do love you, Porch Chronicles. Be encouraged. You can make it.